Hi, my name's Ben. I'm going to run through some of my favorite tools in trying to discover where people's domain names live, how to access their hosting, how to get control of a domain name, maybe that someone no longer, you might have fallen out with a web developer or a designer or an old hosting company or an old IT provider. Often it's sort of the bane of people's existences on trying to get back their assets of their domain names. First things first, his best bet is to talk to your accounts team. If they're paying a bill to keep the domain name registered and also the web hosting and your website up and running, they're going to know where it's hosted, and then that'll give you your immediate lead to contact someone and where to find it. Alright, we've got some information on our blog. So if you go to company posts with our website, I think at the moment it's on the second page. We've got understanding websites, and this has got some information about domain names, DNS, web hosting, and your website. It's a good little read if you want to find out a little bit about each aspect of the web. So the first thing I do is find out where an actual domain name exists. So if you type in whois, look up, if it's a .com, if you do a whois lookup, so this is looking up the public records of any domain name. If you're in Australia and you have any .au website, you need to use the Aus Registry lookup. If it's a .com, MX Toolbox is a great one, and it also does a whole heap of other searching as well for other sorts of records. So we'll have a look at omgc.com.au, type in the verification. Now all of this information is publicly available for anyone to find. It also means that you can purchase privacy to hide some of these details. So what we're looking here is a whois lookup. We've got what the domain name is, who the registrar, so domain names are registered through a group of different people called registrars, and this is with TPP Wholesale. Who's the owner of the website, so that's all of this registrant information. So Damien Rossiter. The important email address here is the contact email address. That's how you know you can get access to the password, where you can recover it here for your domain passwords. All information will go to this email address. So many times we've seen old IT companies, old web developers, old Big Pond email addresses that don't exist anymore on this domain name. Email contact, and it is almost next to impossible to be able to get access to your domain name after that. The other important thing is the name servers. This is where the DNS is located, and the DNS is like the roadmap for everything on the web. So if you go back to our blog, you can have a bit of a read about the DNS and the different types of records that we've got there. So this is with Cloudflare, which is the third-party DNS portal, for lack of better words, without getting too technical here. So this sort of doesn't really help us where the website's hosted at all. So if I found something like that across a client, first thing I would do is go to their website, and usually anyone who designs websites, at the bottom of the website will show where it was designed, and I'd click on that link and go and talk to them to see where it was hosted. Another thing you can do here is with the MX Toolbox. So what the MX Toolbox does is it looks up for the MX record, which is your mail record. So we'll go omgc.com.au. So you can see where the emails are stored, and these are going through Reflection here, which is, well, as you can see, the provides Reflection, which is a spam filter going there. So often you can, another little clue is where emails might be located if you don't have Exchange or something. It could be there. The other thing you can do is there's a whole list of different checks that you can do. DNS lookup is another good one. This will often show exactly where it's located and with the domain name. So our website is routing through Cloudflare, but often this will be the record of where the physical location of your website is actually stored. If you do have a non.au domain name, again here you can put it in here and do the whois lookup, and this will show who it's registered to, email addresses, and the name servers. It'll also give you some other information regarding that domain name, so you can access various information regarding it. So this is a quick look at a couple of places to find out where your domain name exists and how to try and get access to it. One other thing is, so it's TPP wholesale. Here you would go up, and again you need access to this password, this email account. You'd go here, Google them, go to login, and forgotten your password. You click forgot your password and then request that information. And that is one of the very common things that we do for a lot of clients, who, especially new ones that are moving and they've got no idea where domain names are registered or where their hosting is. Often they're paying for hosting that doesn't need to be paid anymore because they just pay the bill as it comes into their inbox. Hope I've been able to help. If you have any questions, please feel free to email us at sales@ongc.com.au or give us a call on 0755 94 0099. Thank you.